Hello there everyone and welcome back to DML Reborn. So today we are going to be focusing on this Hellhound Dragon, and I'll be explaining the reason why I am focusing on this dragon so much. So obviously I always say, you know, legendary dragons are the way to go, but that's not always the case early game, of course. Until your dragons get to like level 30, really you do need to use non-legendary dragons, and then after that is when you'll use the legends. But using a super high damage dragon like the Hellhound here is very, very good for your progress, because fire, shadow, and energy together puts his base attack stat incredibly high. And plus, shadow in general is broken. So, realistically, I've just unlocked shadow at this level pretty much, and I'm immediately going and upgrading this dragon as high as I can, because using a shadow or a light dragon is gonna help you tons in the long run. As soon as this guy gets his level 6 skills, he is gonna flat out murder everything, basically, is gonna be the case. And like I said, if you are on the grind as well in DML, you know, you're slowly getting up in levels, plan on using legendaries eventually, you should be doing exactly the same as I'm doing here. Because otherwise you'll end up leveling up a random epic to level 50, and then you'll just always get destroyed by legendaries, and you'll be like, why? What have I done wrong with my team? What's the deal? And it's actually just because you're using the wrong dragons in general. And I know it sucks if you have a dragon you're really fond of that you've used since level 1, like the fire dragon. Maybe you don't want to give him up, but it's not worth it. It's just not worth, you know, this game takes long enough to climb in it already, so it's not worth just holding yourself back for the sake of it. And what's this? I won't let you bother my creation. She finally found a bed in this ratty inn that's up to her standards. You know, I have no idea what all this lore is about. And I should definitely have put my rush dragon in the first slot, because, as you see, our Hellhound just got one shot. So he doesn't look strong there, I'll give you that, but that's just down to me, you know, putting our team in the wrong position. And realistically, we should not be able to do this fight, but we'll see what happens. He's missed, which is great, but just doing your blue map fights over and over again, upgrading all of your dragons' attacks to level 6 in the academy is the most important thing that you can do. And again, academy upgrades, I can't stress it enough. If you think your dragons are weak, it's probably because you haven't upgraded them enough. And the difference between having a level 4 to a level 6 upgraded attack is worlds apart. Level 6, when you eventually get your attacks there, is insanely good, and you'll find that the dungeon and the arena in particular are two things that are going to become a lot easier. And the map in general, as soon as you get things upgraded to level 6, which is the final upgrade, you're going to start smashing. You're going to start smashing your opponents out of the ballpark, because, again, a lot of people, for some reason, just don't upgrade their dragons, and they just sort of only level them up using food and just completely ignore the academy. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing with yourself? But you see, just because of the way that we manage this team, we can finish fights against dragons that are 5 levels above us, or 5 or 6 levels above us, even without having upgraded elements. So, with upgraded elements, these fights are nothing, basically. You can get to the point where you can start defeating dragons that are 8 to 10 levels above you if you have the right team. So that's the difference that I'm trying to point out. You know, your boiling dragon might be able to defeat dragons 2 or 3 levels above you, but if you have the proper dragons, you can defeat dragons that are 10, even more levels higher. Obviously, if we had a divine dragon, we might be able to defeat dragons even higher than that because of the Divine Bless skill, but I purposely didn't finish the Divine event on this account so that I wouldn't have any Divines, because, you know, this is meant to be starting from scratch, you know, showing off how to get somewhere in DML, and, you know, not everyone's going to have access to Divine Dragons, of course, because not everyone was around during that event, so I was like, you know what, let's just not worry about the divine stuff. It may have helped me, but it's not going to help me describe it to you, is it? No, not really. But you see this fight here? We got Dragon Fury. These guys are toast. Absolute toast. Even more so since we got a Hellhound who's burning everything. Yeah, it's mostly a Gabe that's burning stuff, because he does have a level 5 upgraded fire element, but whatever. We should be able to kill this guy, I think. Yeah, we do. Good. And Melvin is right that I didn't look closely enough. If I'd seen that enormous footprint, I would have stayed far away. You know, I hate that they make this guy so scaredy of literally everything in the game. Like, I get it, you're a little bit shy, you're a little bit of a scaredy cat, but they don't have to play it off like literally every fight that you play. Maybe that's just me. But we can try and move on in the map soon, possibly. I mean, we got some more food so we can level the Hellhound to level 20. So from level 10 to level 20 in, like, one video, pretty much. But I really want these materials. I really want the materials to get him to enchantment level 1. I do want him fully upgraded in the academy, like I said. Those are the minimum things that I want. Because upgrading in the academy, all that it costs is a little bit of money and some scrolls, and scrolls are super duper easy to come by. They're not something really scarce or anything like that, especially if you're doing all your blue map fights every day. They're actually, you can get thousands and thousands stacked up on your account. And let's try and do an enchantment fight while we're here, because like I said, I need those materials desperately. It's a shame that we only have these 3 to use, because these are our only 3 enchanted dragons. So we can't use the Hellhound here, we can't use the Coral, we can't use our Golden Crow or anything like that. Because I did upgrade the Golden Crow to help during the Frosty Foes event. Because even though I have Metal Dragons available to me, because the Metal Dragons I have were quite weak, I have been struggling, or I did struggle quite a lot with it, so I had to upgrade our Coral and our Golden Crow up to like level 19 to be able to finish it off, but we sorted it in the end. We got it done, and now we do have other dragons available to us if we have another event that requires us to have metal only, which is going to be good as well for event stuff. You know, if you are a lowish level player, like again below level 60, I would definitely recommend just having an evenly leveled sort of team with the metal element if you want to collect stuff, of course. If you're not into collecting dragons, don't worry about it, just level up whatever you want. But if you do really want to get into the collecting side, I definitely suggest leveling up a metal dragon at the same level as your highest level. For obvious reasons. Again, if it's metal only during an event, you're going to need some metal, so a Hellhound isn't going to help us in that regard. Because obviously he's fire, and he's very, very strong, but he doesn't have that element. And I have been trying to do these clan quests as well, but the quests I've been given have been kind of bad, to be honest. Same with my Windows account. I'm getting kind of screwed over a little bit in terms of which quests I'm being given, and of course it's a little bit harder to do clan quests on this account, so I don't know. Let's hope it gives us some nice ones like petting dragons, collecting gold from habitats, stuff like that. And I almost feel bad for their dragons. Well, you know, I'd feel bad if dragons were being, you know, basically just manhandled by scary Vikings. And honestly, I don't think we can do this map fight. I was just gonna do it as maybe we can do it if they miss a lot, but, you know, having our Rust Dragon instantly die? Yeah, I don't think there's a good chance that we can do this quite yet. Because this is, we're up to the part in the game where everything is an energy dragon, which is not good for our Rust Dragon, unfortunately. So, you know, maybe we'll have to find another Earth Shielder, or we'll have to put a Wind Dragon in the first slot here, because we are just going to get pounded by energy dragons, because, you know, he's super affected by it. Or strong attacked by it. Let's not use our Pokemon terms. That's the wrong game. The wrong game, Quacks. What are you saying? But, you know, against evenly leveled dragons, like these are regular blue map fights, you know, we stomp them. Because, again, it's the way that we've sort of put this team together. And Earth is good for early game. Earth Dragons are good for early, but Earth Dragons overall are terrible. They are not useful. Or they're not that useful later on. Again, Divine is much better, Wind is much better, and honestly just having Water fully upgraded with restorative recourse is much better than any earth upgrade. So I may be using this Rust Dragon at the moment against these low-level dragons, but as soon as we get a dragon that can one-shot, I am never going to use the earth element ever again. So, you know, that's what this Hellhound is about, you know, just getting a super high damage, super risky dragon. I say risky, but at the same time, if you one-shot your opponent, there's nothing to be scared about, because you've got nothing to defend yourself from, you know? But that is that fight done. That is going to be all of our energy for now. We are gaining levels like crazy recently since I've actually been playing on this account, which is nice. But we'll keep going. We'll keep upgrading. We'll put him back in the academy. We'll upgrade his energy for now, I think, just because it only takes an hour. Oh no, we can do our shadow, actually. We have the money for it. But I'm going to leave you there. So thanks for watching. And until next time, I will see you then.